There's something that I've noticed that most of the men I work with really lack, which is integrity. But hold up, wait a minute. You might be watching this video and be tempted to stop it, and you might be thinking, wait up, Damien, I've got integrity. I'm an honest guy. I'm not lying to girls. I'm not playing head games with them. I'm treating them well. I've got pretty good integrity. Great, I believe you. In that regard, you have integrity. But most of the guys I work with have that form of integrity. But integrity is so much more. You see, when I first got involved in dating coaching, there was an obvious problem. Way back in the early 2000s, mystery method was all the rage. It was commonplace to lie about why you're talking to women. It was commonplace to misrepresent yourself and your intentions when you're talking to women. It was commonplace to drag down women's self-esteem to try to give yourself an edge in the interaction. All these forms of lacking integrity were very extreme. At the very same time that I discovered this community of men doing this, I was involved in men's work, that is men's self-development outside of women and dating. And one of the most important messages that I had learned, which absolutely had already transformed my life before I got involved in dating, was your integrity and your self-esteem. Your integrity and your sense of masculinity are intimately linked and cannot be separated. But integrity is a complicated thing because we can have integrity with other people. That is, how you express yourself and how you express your intentions and desires to other people have to be completely aligned with what you're actually feeling and experiencing. But also, the way that you express your desires and your wants and your intentions to yourself have to be in integrity. And one thing I've noticed is that most men really struggle with this. Let me give you some examples that I see all the time with my clients. Imagine you're out at a bar or a club and you're with me, we're out together, and you see a really hot blonde girl over there in the corner, and she's wearing a sheer dress and you can kind of see the shape of her body. In the moment you first notice her, your brain is going, wow, oh, the things I'd like to do to her. Oh my God, look at her. Oh, look at her ass. Oh, right? Your brain is doing this stuff. But then I say to you, all right, see that blonde over there? Go and talk to her, flirt with her. As you walk over there, you do something, don't you? You take all those crazy, dark sexual thoughts, all that wildness that's going on in your head, and you bury it. And you've gone from to, hey, I'm Damien. It was really nice to meet you. How's your night going? That is breaking integrity because we're now misrepresenting to someone else our true internal state. And this happens over and over and over again. Have you ever had a woman say to you, why are you talking to me? And you say, oh, I thought you were interesting, so I'd come and say hello. Bullshit. You thought she was cute. You thought she was sexy, and you wanted to go and see if you could pick her up. You're lacking integrity. And the really amazing thing is this. If you had have said, actually, I'm here because I think you're really cute and I want to come and say hello, if you owned up to it, you would feel good. You'd be amazed. You'd feel like, masculine, switched on, in your element as a man. But instead, when you go, oh, I just thought you seemed interesting, so I'd come and say hello, you lose, you go down. Your sense of masculinity, of being a man, it drops. Your self-esteem, it drops. And we repeat these patterns over and over and over again. We approach some girls and we don't want them to know that we're hitting on them. Why? Okay, so we're breaking integrity. When men go and approach women in the beginning, you know what they very often do is they don't commit to the approach. It's something that I see with my new clients every single time. I just came back from Vegas running some boot camps. I saw it there too. The men, initially, they want to go and they approach women and they are not fully committed. They're like 1 foot's in the interaction, 1 foot's out. They're ready to run away. The second the girl gives him anything other than a great smile, he's ready to run away. He'll excuse himself and leave. The willingness to forego the thing you really want is a lack of integrity with yourself. If you really want something, you go for what you want. Instead, what guys do is they break their internal integrity by running away, hoping to avoid looking embarrassed or feeling embarrassed. And the wild thing is, again, if you fully commit to your approach, if you really go in there and you go all in, you lock off, you stand tall, you stand firm, you talk directly, you're not saying, hey, how's it going? Your voice constantly going up at the end of every sentence, which is a thing that we do. It's a form of compliance, a breaking of internal integrity, right? Instead of, I want you, I'm here, I like you, what's going on, what's up, what's happening, right? Well, I'm talking at you, I'm here, I'm Tarzan, I see Jane, I like. That is integrity with yourself, with your desires, with what you want. You're not hiding or obfuscating those things that you really feel. And it's so massive, this idea, this concept of having integrity with yourself and the world around you. And it isn't just limited to women. I promise you, if right now you're feeling disempowered with your life, if you're feeling like you've lost your sense of masculinity, start living a life with 100% honesty, a life with integrity. It will feel challenging. It will feel scary. It will feel confronting. It'll feel like something that you shouldn't be doing, but do it. And I promise you, every time you do the thing that's hard, but you do it out of integrity, every time someone tries to call you on something and you own up to it, you're going to notice you're going to feel more and more like a man. And I know that can be a touchy subject right now, but you're going to feel it. You're going to be like, your sense of like grrness, whatever that is going to increase. And I know it. I see it in absolutely every single man that I ever work with. When they start to do it and they start to really own their shit, when they really own why they're talking to women, when, I made a video last week or two ago about a client I had who was shorter and older than all the other guys in the group and doing better than everyone else, was because he was acting with integrity while he was out with me. He didn't make apologies for who he was or what he wanted or what he was going for. He just went for it. And then when we responded, he felt good. And his body language changed in just one weekend. I wasn't telling him to change his body language. It was just organically shifting. He'd stand up taller. He'd strut a little bit more. He'd be a little bit more cocky. His eye contact shifted with us as men and with the women that he was talking to. This integrity thing is huge, and it's a concept. It's this meta concept in dating that too many men are lacking. We live lives lacking integrity, and it destroys our sense of masculinity, and it destroys our sense of self-esteem and confidence. And if you want to build that, and I know that's something that most of you men watching want, I know that's something that most of you men watching are lacking. It's that integrity with yourselves of this is what I want and I'm going to go for it. And ain't nobody going to tell me I can't go for it. People can tell me, People can say go away. Women can say I'm not interested. That's fine. That's cool. That is totally reasonable. But you have to be honest about you and who you are and what you want. You have to dress in a way that's congruent with you. You have to try to understand that, because very often we hide from who we are. Most men I see, they walk around trying to be the kind of guy they think most women will like. Instead of working out what about me is unique, what about me makes me a little bit more interesting than average, because no one's average, right? Everyone's got their peaks and dips as a person. What makes you different from average, and emphasize that and go with that thing that makes you you. I am slightly nerdy. I love my deep and meaningful conversations. I can get right in there about like philosophy and self-development, and I can dive right down those channels. I can dive into politics. I'll do it in the middle of a club. I'll have this deep and meaningful conversation. That's me. That's one of my things. I enjoy these topics. You got to do the same thing. You got to discover what it is. What are the things about you? It's been the core of my coaching for the longest time. Don't copy me. Don't pick up women like I pick up women, but you have to be in integrity with yourself completely. The more in integrity you are, the better you're going to feel, the more masculine you're going to feel. And the women are going to start to respond to you as a masculine man. They will just shift in the way that they interpret you. Seriously, when women don't expect you to act with integrity and you do, it's like a lightning bolt goes through their bodies. If you don't believe me, guys, give it a try. Try that out. I'm not going to make this a long video because this message is real simple. Give this a try. Look in your own life. Where are you acting out of integrity with yourself? Where are you obfuscating or hiding or trying to give a different message than what's really being felt internally with women? And just tell it to get lost. Just shift it. Just be honest, be direct, be straightforward. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be nice. It doesn't have to be sweet. Women don't want nice, sweet guys most of the time. They want you to want to take care of them, but they don't need you to always be sugar and spice and all things nice. That's boring. You got to be you, and you got to act with integrity. So guys, give that a try. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a completely unscripted video. I have no planning whatsoever, but it's a message that I feel really strongly about. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Take care.